Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I think we all understand the volatility going on right now. So currently, it's my understanding that under existing law and regulation, all natural gas in-use customers can choose an alternative competitive provider for gas, known as a core transport agent, correct? So what can we do as a state to help allow customers better hedges against the vitality that we're seeing? Knowing that, and can you expand into that a little bit? Because I don't think a lot of us fully understand what that means and how we can use that to address vitality and what's going on.
If I can begin, we have been in close communication with the core transport agents. They are also very exposed to the high gas prices right now, to a very concerning level as well. So I'm not sure that they would necessarily be a viable alternative for customers right now looking to reduce their exposure to the high natural gas prices. But we have kept up the communication with them in order to help monitor the situation for them, along with the customers of the investor-owned utilities.
Yeah, and I'll just note that, as I shared in the beginning of my presentation, through physical and financial hedging, we saved customers about $1 billion in the run-up.
I know you're all doing the best that you can, but Michael, you were going to add in there? I just think there's not really enough general knowledge on the fact that these even exist.
Fair enough.
So just from a general knowledge perspective, the utilities buy gas on behalf of their residential customers or at the core. And so they do both the transport and the commodity purchasing. For all the rest of the gas, which is about 2/3 of the gas in California, they just are the common carrier. They're the highway. That everybody else goes out and buys the gas on their own. And so where the CTAs or core transport agents come into play is I, as a residential customer, or I wouldn't do it, but a residential customer or another could say, hey, don't buy on my behalf. I want to become unbundled. I'll go and figure out and I'll play the market on my own. I will note two things. One, there is a history of some really concerning consumer protection issues with some of the CTAs. And so we just have to be very mindful for that as an option. The second is we are trying to peanut butter more of our decarbonization programs onto the core customer base, and we don't want the core transport agents to be a way to escape an environmental obligation. And so allocating the costs, making certain we have an even market field, even playing field or accurate market rules are going to be really important. So it's an interesting option. I think it's more for customers who have a little bit more sophistication and are trying to do things in that way. Yeah. Let's go for it, but let's get the market rules right.